Hello again, my name is Gabe Zollner. If you've been a viewer of mine for any period of time, you know that I don't believe that Barack Hussein Obama will ever leave. And I've pretty much stated why I believe that to be true. He can't leave. And the reason that he can't leave is that if he left, and if someone like Donald Trump took control of the White House, their very first executive order might be the opposite of Barack Hussein's very first executive order. If you're unfamiliar with what that was, it was to bury his past. So what happens if someone like Donald Trump becomes the POTUS and unravels Obama's past? And what happens if we learn that Obama was in fact here as a foreign exchange student? What if we learn that the reason that he was admitted to those universities was through executive action? Then what? Well, then what? Every single thing that he's put into place and in motion would be reversed, which would include Obamacare. There's billions of dollars that have been poured into Obamacare, and it's dysfunctional. So it becomes a moot point. But all of the treaties, all of the deals, all of the executive orders would all be negated. And he would be put on trial for treason, for having impersonated a president. Can you see why he can't leave? So how can he stay? Well, the 22nd Amendment says that he can't stay. The 22nd Amendment outlines 2 4-year terms for a president. But what if he ends up destroying Hillary through providing additional leaks, or having Loretta Lynch put out an arrest warrant for Hillary for illegal activity with her foundation, or with criminal activity based on the documents that she had allowed other people access to, like her attorney? I don't know, folks. If the front runner is no longer there, whatever is left isn't worthy of being in the Oval Office. So then what if he comes out and says, Michael, and we learn the truth that Michael's a transgender. And what if the pitch is Michael will be the first African-American transgender? And since she's his wife, or its wife, or whatever the hell it is, his policies and his programs and his executive orders won't be touched. There's nothing else that he can do. I don't think he could even trust Joe Biden to not turn against him. He's in a very precarious position. That's sort of what I think. Which is why he can't leave. Which is why I don't believe that he will leave. One way or another, he will remain in power. You think not? You're entitled. Got a little bit of O'Reilly, and he had Monica Crowley on, and he had Meghan McCain on. Monica Crowley feels that Obama needs to have somebody in the Oval Office that he can control. Who better than Michael? There is no one. That's sort of what I think. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Let me know what you think.